The Host, 2006 South Korean masterpiece. This film kicks off in a US military base in Seoul, where an American pathologist carelessly orders his assistant to dump hundreds of bottles of toxic dust-covered formaldehyde directly down the drain. The chemicals flow straight into the Han River.
아이고, 찝찝하게 생겼네.
Fast forward a few years later, and this family called Park, they're deeply dysfunctional, they're chaotic, working class family who run a small kiosk by the river. A monster attack happens, and the main character's daughter vanishes.
Who asked Holly who, and then what?
Bong Joon-ho, the Oscar-winning director of Parasite, does something Hollywood rarely pulls off. He smashes contrasting genres together perfectly. The film jumps into a genuine monster horror and laugh-out-loud slapstick comedy, to intense political satire and to heartbreaking family drama, often within the exact same scene, with never losing the momentum.
정말 무서워.
The government forces the people into a strict quarantine facility, claiming the monster is the host of a deadly, unpredictable virus. The movie uses the monster as a vehicle to critique environmental neglect and government incompetency. The system completely fails ordinary people during the crisis and forces them to rely entirely on each other.
자, 여러분, 이번 여의도 사건 현장에 계셨던 분들.
아저씨 10분 내로 나가셔야 됩니다. 빨리 정리하십시오.
Now the monster, this is where it really is unreal, and this movie for me was mind-blowing how they did this. It doesn't stomp around slow. It's not Godzilla. it's a deformed, awkward yet frightening fast animal that trips over itself, slips on wet grass, hangs from bridges like a bat, and it's huge. Like even the shadowing alone makes it realistic. It uses its tail like an extra limb, and this was magnificent when it comes to creating a creature. Hands down, if you're into any kind of monster movie and you want to see something authentically done and believable, this should be a watch.
따님 박현서 당산여 중 1학년 사망자 명단이 있잖아요.
저기요! 거기 노란 발 있어!
Pay close attention to the sound design whenever the creature is on screen. Instead of giving it a standard movie monster roars, Bong Joon-ho and his sound team mix together pitched down animal cries, combining hippos, pigs and wet leather friction. It gives the monster a wet, guttural, choked sound that makes its presence feel uncomfortably real and biological every time it breathes or moves through the scenes. Believe it or not, when Bong Joon-ho was working with the creature design team, he told them he wanted the monster's personality to feel like Steve Buscemi's character in Fargo. Twitchy, insecure, slightly pathetic, and constantly making mistakes. Instead of creating an apex predator that exudes raw power, he wanted a creature that felt fundamentally awkward and stressed out. which is why it looks so erratic and anxious whenever it appears on screen. Bringing this story to life was a physical nightmare for the cast, especially during the sewer sequences. The production shot a real active underground drainage tunnels along with Han River during its freezing Korean winter. The actors were constantly wading through sludge, dealing with actual sewer gas and getting drenched in freezing water. Those exhausted, shivering performances you see on screen weren't just great acting. They were completely genuine reactions to brutal filming conditions. So other shows or movies that are like this, or you might want to see as well. Okja is a 2017, directed by Bong Joon-ho himself. It centers on a massive genetically modified creature and a young girl fiercely trying to protect it. Train to Busan, 2016. On the surface, it's a high-octane zombie film. Absolutely. But at its core, it's just like The Host, as entirely a story about a desperate father trying to save his young daughter. Tremors, 1990, cult classic. So The Host, it's like The Host because the refusal to take itself entirely serious. Tremors scratches that exact itch. It matches that highly Pacific tone where the monster's threat is genuinely dangerous, but the narrative relies on the eccentric, everyday blue-collar characters using their wits to survive, infusing horror with excellent dark comedy.
바이러스 숙주인 괴생물체 또한 추적에 실패한 점을 지적하면서 한국이 이번 사태를 자체적으로 해결할 수 없다는 결론과 함께
진짜로 마취제 정량 넣은 거야?
예.
진짜로?
분명히 주사했습니다.
20 years after its release, The Host is still a tough blueprint to replicate. So if you love monster movies and that offer way more than just mindless destruction, you have this incredible movie to watch. Now, as always, let's keep the main comment section completely spoiler-free for anyone who hasn't taken the trip down the Han River yet. But for those who have experienced this masterpiece, we need to talk about the tragic twist in the sewers, the incredible chemistry that the Park family have, and how bold the ending completely defies typical Hollywood formulas. So yeah, that's going to be pinned there.
Don't forget to like and...
A question I want to pose to you guys. Where does The Host rank on your list of all-time favourite creature features? And let me know, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Subscribe to Who asked Holly seriously who